Do leaders need followers? Hello, it's Rashmir here. And in this video, I'm going to speak a little bit about this topic, this question: do leaders need followers? It's a really interesting question. And, if you Google the question, you'll find that there are a few different perspectives on it, but most of the perspectives would say that leaders do need followers, and leaders also need to know how to be good followers. Well, I have a slightly different view. I don't believe leaders need followers at all. In fact, I think if you're the kind of leader that wants followers and is looking to build followers, you are probably living in an old paradigm of leadership. And that's not what the world needs right now. So let's take a step back. This model of leadership, look, I don't want to completely dismiss it, right? There are times where a more hierarchical approach to leadership does make sense. So for example, if you're leading an army or you're in an operating theater, there are certain situations and contexts where a more hierarchical form of leadership might well make sense. However, the vast majority of contexts, actually that sort of leadership is really more of what I would call a Pied Piper model of leadership, right? You think of the leader as a person playing the pipe, and then all of these kids are following in below, but it's a rather infantilizing approach to leadership. Today, in today's world, good leadership is actually very, very different. Good leadership should be about developing further leaders. It should be about building the capabilities and capacities of those around us. Our world needs people who can unleash creativity and include and engage people in ways and inspire them that will help them go on to address important challenges, to make a difference locally, globally, regionally. It doesn't really matter. But we need leaders with a very different approach to leadership. And it's not that this is really a modern thing. My favorite leadership wisdom is essentially from the Tao Te Ching, and it's verse 17 of the Tao Te Ching, and I'm going to paraphrase it here, but essentially Lao Tzu talks about good leaders, the best leaders are those that at the end of the day are not seen or known. They are the ones where when the work is done, people will say, we did it ourselves. Now, this, unfortunately, is a little bit tricky in our modern world, right? Because there's a lot of focus on ego, on promotion of self and our achievements. And that's where things start to go a bit pear-shaped, I think, with sort of common or current perceptions of leadership. The focus shouldn't be on the leader. The focus should be on the larger purpose that is being served and on the work that is being done. So again, my personal perspective on leadership is that leaders do not need followers. The best leaders are those that cultivate other leaders. So a better model than the Pied Piper model may be, say, a parenting model where great parents are those that really unleash the essence and the potential and the capabilities of their children and are able to let them go and go on to do the things that are right for them without holding them back or putting them in boxes or expecting them to behave in certain ways. Anyway, those are my thoughts on do leaders need followers. I'd look forward to hearing yours. And in the meantime, if you have enjoyed this video, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That does two things. It means you'll get notified every time I submit or upload a new video. And it also tells YouTube that this is a channel worth paying attention to and hopefully therefore gets my video in front of other people who need to hear these messages. So do hit subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much.